everybody, my name's Jen. I'm a diamond leader on our team with this wonderful company, It Works, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about posting on social media. So a couple things that you need to know just right off the bat is we predominantly use social media for recruiting and advertising. I myself have grown my business, like 95% of my business strictly through Facebook. So everybody's a little different. Everybody utilizes it a little different, but there are some main goals and some main rules that you need to follow when using social media, and those are the things that I want to cover today. So first and foremost, you can use Facebook, you can use Instagram, you can use your LinkedIn account, you can use, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever else is out there. I can't even keep up these days with everything. But you have to be consistent. That is the number one rule. You have to post every single day. You have to post every single day in every social media outlet that you're trying to use to grow your business. There's a rule created by Jade Hooper, the 3 for 3 rule. That means that you need to be posting, and specifically for Facebook, but you need to be posting 3 It Works posts and 3 personal posts a day. People still need to see that you're human and that you have a family and that you have friends and that you do things outside of It Works. Hence the rule. We want to keep a good balance on our social media page so that people don't just completely unfriend us because we're just spamming them constantly with It Works products. On the flip side of that, your It Works post can be a combination of results photos, personal photos, you using the products, what It Works has done for you, what It Works has done for people that you know, sharing testimonials. It can be ads, it can be pictures of products in your bathroom, whatever. But you also want to have a good combination of that. People are really going to respond, A, to you using the products, B, to you getting results from the products. They're also really going to respond to what this company has done for you. For example, we have pull posts and we have push posts. So a push post might be what we call a product tester post, and that's where we might post something that says, hey, it's a new month. I have 12 new product tester spots open. Which one of these goals would you like to work on? And it'll list off a bunch of goals that our products cover. That would be a push post because we're kind of being a little pushy. We're trying to get people to sign up as loyal customers. Another push post might be, it could be a results photo depending on how you word it. It's really about how you word things. But pull posts are more of those testimonials. For instance, I did one this past weekend. Friday was my last day at my full-time job because I replaced my income with It Works and was able to come home to my kiddo. So I posted a really long, didn't even really reference It Works, although people at this point, they obviously know that I sell It Works, but I just talked about how my weekend was just very relaxed. I didn't have to stress about getting up and setting an alarm Monday morning to get up and go to work, and how I didn't have to rush to the grocery store to buy groceries. Anyway, that was a pull post. I pulled people in with that and got some good feedback. So that's the difference in the post. You're just going to get a lot more feedback from that because you're making people feel. That's what we want to do, whether it's results photos, testimonials, your own personal why stories. You want to make people feel because that's what's going to get them interested. Just like those Hallmark commercials on the TV or the Budweiser commercials that make everybody cry with the puppies and the horses. Those all make us feel, and it strikes a chord with us in our subconscious. And so that's the same thing that we want to do with our Facebook post and our Instagram posts and our social media just in general. You want to make people feel. So those are really the top 2 things that you need to be focusing on with your social media posting, is being consistent every single day and making sure that you have a good combination of the pull and push post. On the consistency page, if you think that you're being consistent, good way to check, go back through your Facebook page, look at your last 10 posts. If you don't have at least 3 It Works posts in that, you're not posting enough. Go to your Instagram, and your last 10 to 20, you should have 2 to 4. Because Instagram's a little bit different. You want to have about a 1 to 5 ratio on Instagram as far as It Works post to personal post. So that's just a good way to kind of check yourself to make sure that you're posting as consistently as possible. As far as specifics on how to post and how to word, you always want to have a sense of urgency, whether that be with your pull or push post, either one. But specifically with product tester posting and results photos, you want people to feel a sense of urgency to contact you to get signed up. So you might word something, hey, I only have 4 product tester spots left this month. Contact me if you want longer hair. Or I only have 2 spots left this week for the triple threat, well, we don't call it that anymore, but for weight loss. Message me if you're interested in, shedding some pounds for the summer. So you just want to have that sense of urgency. You want to use words like just in, now, it's new, only, things like that, happening now. You want to use words like that towards the beginning of your post so that when people are scrolling through Facebook, it catches their eye. Another good thing that you can do is use emojis. You should be using emojis and hashtags in every post that you make. Those are going to catch people's eyes as they are scrolling through their newsfeed. We all blank out and we just don't even take in most of what we see until something really catches our eye. So what I've started doing is I've started putting hashtags at the beginning of my comments or at the beginning of my post so that it's bold and black and it kind of sticks out a little bit. So another thing that you want to steer clear a little bit from is using the word comment in your post, like comment below, because Facebook has started flagging that. They have an algorithm that is now screening for that because they don't want, they call it baiting. And so you just got to be careful. Rachel White put a really good list of words together that are good words to use and then words to stay away from. And she put it in the Dreamster Rapsters group. And I really encourage you to take a look at that if you're wanting to work on your posting. But you can also just look at your upline because we've been there, done that. We kind of have seen what works and what has worked for us. And so anytime you see a post, just that you really like or that catches your eye, try to mimic that later. So most of us have our profiles set to private, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I worked in mental health before I started my job before this, and so I was super confidential with my stuff on Facebook, as much as you can be on social media. But when I started working through social media, I had to take a different perspective. So my Instagram is actually set to public, but my Facebook is set to private. But what I do, though, and what you need to be doing if you want to keep your account private, is you need to change the privacy settings on your It Works post to be public. It's very simple. When you're making the post, you can just change that privacy setting to public, and then that way anybody can see you. And I can tell you just an example this week for me. I have a potential distributor just from doing that. We weren't friends on Facebook. It was a girl I knew in high school. But she saw my It Works post show up on my public profile, and she friend requested me and then contacted me about the business. So you really want to make sure that you are changing those and keeping them public so that everybody can see those posts that you're making. Sorry, just checking my notes here. So kind of going back to when we were talking about like pulling versus pushing posts, another thing that you want to keep in mind is that when you're posting on Facebook specifically, because Facebook is used more for words, you want to direct your post towards certain people. So if you have a potential, let's say a potential distributor who's really on the line and on the fence back and forth, they, just don't have the money to jump on the boat with us this week, share Stephanie and Joel Dunn's story. They sold a couch, if I'm not mistaken. They sold a couch to get the money to get into this business. They didn't have the money, but they found a way to do it. Direct that post towards that person so that it catches their attention. We're here to help people. This business has helped myself. It's helped all of these leaders that are doing these videos for you on this channel. And we all caught the fever, whatever you want to call it, pretty much from Facebook posts. I think most of us, if we weren't, if it didn't come to us through social media, maybe it came to us through, a family member or a friend. But I know for myself, at least, I was pulled in from Facebook posts. So it's really important that you're directing those posts towards people. If it's a loyal customer who, is just talking about, they have so much chronic pain and they just are having a hard time getting out of bed in the morning, use a testimony about the relief. Direct it towards that person, whoever you're working on at that point in time. Make sure that your posts are kind of corroborating that or correlating those two. So I think that's about it. You really want to be real. I can't stress that enough. There are so many companies out there right now that are utilizing social media for advertising and for sales and network marketing. You have to be real. Like, you don't want to just come off as one of those spammers who are just out to scheme everybody, out of their money. That is absolutely not what this company is about, and it's probably not what most of the network marketing companies are about. But It Works is really on a mission to be an honest and an open and a generous company. We want people to understand that we're here to help them and that we have the means to help them if they'll just do the work. No matter what they think, like, they can be successful in this business. We have so many support systems. We have so many groups, which that's another thing as far as social media goes, guys. We have, when you're first starting off, we understand that you don't have results photos. We understand that you don't have testimonies. None of us did when we started. That's why we have our Facebook groups. The Dream Team Rapsters, we have over 200 results photos in there that we have all collected from customers, distributors, sideline sisters, wherever, for you to utilize. You cannot Google images. You cannot Pinterest images. We do not know if that stuff is legit, y'all, so you cannot use that. You can go to the It Works Global Facebook page, and they have corporate approved pictures that you can use. We are not supposed to be Googling images and posting them because you don't know what's been photoshopped. There have been so many instances this past year where people have made claims that such and such lost 45 pounds using the It Works system, and really they used Plexus. I know there's a lawsuit going on for one situation, so you just have to be really careful. Only use pictures that, have been approved, either, something from your upline or something that is corporate approved. Along those lines, if you have any questions or anything when you're first starting out, please reach out to your enroller. But you should be getting a new distributor email, and within that email, I created a new distributor posts. I put together 10 posts that you can utilize in your first couple days with It Works. So you literally just have to copy and paste and use those pictures. We try to really set you up for success, and once you kind of get the feel of it and know how to, know how you want to do it, then obviously you'll just kind of create your own stuff. So, guys, I hope that this has been beneficial. I'm sure I'm leaving stuff out. I think Rachel White's going to do a little bit more detailed video on Instagram, and I will be following up with another video on cold messaging. We're kind of changing our game as far as cold messaging goes, and I definitely suggest watching that video once I get it up. But if you guys have any questions, like I said, contact your enroller. You can contact me. You can contact any of these diamond leaders. We're here to help you, okay? And if you guys have any questions about social media, please feel free to post in the groups or utilize those resources, okay? All right, guys, have a good one. Thanks.